Once again, as we expressed our sympathies last night after the event, we at the World Wrestling Federation express our deepest sympathies to the family of Owen Hart, his wife Martha, his son Owen, and daughter Athena, as well as the entire Hart family. This is a tragic, horrible accident. And fans and friends have been very kind to Martha. She would like to express her overwhelming gratification to all of the support and sympathy that she has received from all his friends and fans. We will have an event here tonight in honor of Owen. We will begin with all of our superstars and so many of our tech people as well wanting to participate in a tolling of the bell for Owen, after which we will then present a special video tribute to Owen. And then following that, surrounding each match, will be comments from superstars in terms of how they remember Owen, who was a wonderful young man of 34 years old, who had such a great spirit of life, and he will be sadly missed by all WWF members. Having said that, I'll entertain a number of questions.
His father, Stuart Hart, is basically saying, quote, somebody was careless, missed something, or else Owen would still be here. How would you respond to Stuart Hart's remarks?
I don't know who said that. I don't know what your sources are. Because my conversation with Stu last night, not any other time. Nonetheless, comments like that are made by anyone in the investigation, proven either false or accurate. Thus far, the preliminary investigation has been conducted internally on our behalf, as well as the investigating officer. It was simply that this was an accident. There appears to be nothing wrong with the rigging at all. It seems to be tragic accident.
Will this sort of stunt go on again? Will you do similar stunts like this, or are you going to reconsider some of the things that you will do during your shows?
Stunts like this are performed at major sporting events. They're performed on a routine basis in Hollywood. And we compete with Hollywood in terms of entertainment. I would doubt seriously, however, out of respect to Owen, that we would ever do this particular stunt.
If this was an accident, how then did he fall?
Again, that's speculation. There had to be some sort of release of this accident flow. That's speculation by the riggers who were there at all.
Is there any counseling being offered for some of the spectators that witnessed this?
I don't have that answer. This happened so fast. It happened, it was not recorded on videotape at all. It happened just that fast. We were in a package that was airing at the time, so everyone's attention was away from the ring when this occurred.
Was the release, are you saying it was accidentally pulled up high in the arena, or accidentally pulled up in Mr. Hart's?
The speculation is that somehow Mr. Hart actually pulled the release.
Mr. McMahon, was there a planned fall much lower above the ring.
Could you explain to us how the particular stunt is supposed to unfold so we can understand that for us, please?
This is a stunt that's performed on a routine basis in a number of venues. Owen was simply to descend into the ring in superhero-like fashion, which was to invent his new character.
At what point did the accident occur?
Prior to his schedule, essentially.
And Vince, have you been criticized for continuing on with this match? Some of the people in the audience didn't even know that it was real. They didn't realize that he had been killed, and some people are saying maybe he should have canceled, and possibly even canceled tonight.
Out of respect to Owen, knowing the consummate performer that he was, I'm sure that members of the Hart family would concur with me that Owen would want the show to go on. In an instance like that last night, there was hope Owen would be resuscitated. The extent of his injuries were not known, and the show continued. As far as tonight is concerned, knowing the circumstances as we do, superstars here tonight want to show their respect. And again, this entire 2-hour show tonight on USA will be a tribute to Owen's life.
Could you contractually not do this show tonight, or is it an issue of contractually you have to do this show?
It's not a contractual issue at all. It's what's right and what's wrong.
Has there any news that the rigging was never hooked up in the first place, or do we know that we've heard some reports, and maybe all rumor, that there was not the opportunity to actually hook him up, and he thought he was hooked up and then fell. Do we know that it was hooked up?
Again, the investigating officer in Kansas City, as well as our preliminary investigation, would lead us to believe that everything was hooked up. This had been rehearsed in the afternoon, and Owen himself had rehearsed this jump successfully during the afternoon.
Is there any way that you'll ever know precisely what happened? Or perhaps, you said speculation is maybe he released it himself. Could he have sensed something going wrong that he would do that? Or was that too high up? Or was that not an escape move he might have been trying to... Did anybody had communicated with anybody while he was up there? Or do you know anything about the last few seconds before it happened?
No. Again, Owen was in contact with the riggers that were there upstairs with him. There were either 2 or 3 of them up there.
Can you describe what it's been like, how the wrestlers have been coping with this, what the atmosphere has been like last night and then today, getting ready for this big event?
Owen was loved and respected by his peers, more so maybe than most. And this has been tragic, but for the grace of God, this would certainly be anybody else in this accident. And quite frankly, I think the wrestlers have taken it very, very hard.
Reassessing what kind of these stunts, it just seems, you talk about competing with Hollywood, it seems the stunts get more and more dangerous, more and more outrageous. Are they reassessing what they do and what they're doing for entertainment? And how dangerous this is?
I can't speak for Hollywood.
Are you considering
I'm
toning
talking
your
about wrestling.
We're in the entertainment business, no different than anyone else. All of our risks are calculated. We use highly trained professionals, just like everyone else.
Why was he not on a belay line or some other backup line, which is normally used for anybody that's using a rigging, that there would be a safeguard that someone would control?
I'm not an expert on rigging, I guess you are.
Well, it would appear that there were no precautionary measures taken. Why not?
First of all, I resent your tone.
I resent the sarcasm. Again,
No, I
man is
resent your
dead.
tone, lady, okay?
Why were there no
This is a tragic
precautionary
accident. It's a tragic accident. Don't try and put yourself in the spotlight here, okay?
What were your
This was an
precautionary
accident.
measures,
You
sir?
understand what I'm saying?
What were your
Accident.
precautionary measures, sir?
And everything that should have taken place in terms of rigging, to our knowledge at this moment, did take place. It was rehearsed in the afternoon, and everything was fine. And that's all I know.
Mr. McMahon, is it true then that Owen did practice 3 or 4 times during the afternoon and everything was set and he felt comfortable with it prior to the actual occurrence?
As far as I know, everything was fine during the afternoon. A number of rehearsals took place.
Has this accident all made you in the last 24 hours consider toning your act down?
Again, out of respect to Owen, we won't be doing this stunt ever again. It's our obligation to entertain our fans in the best and the safest way possible. This is the first time, and hopefully the last time, anything like this will or ever happen here in the World Wrestling Federation. It has happened on studio sets. It has happened in major sporting events. It was a tragic accident.
Do you face an OSHA
And I thank you
investigation?
very much.
We need to get your name, sir. I'm sorry, I don't, Mr. McMahon. What's your first name and your title, please?
Vince, D-I-N-C-E,
Please start with the
Chairman of Titan Sports.
Chairman of,
Titan Sports, T-I-T-A Sports.
Could you spell your last name, please?
I'll do that.
Thank you.
There's an official release on Wire and also on WWF